we are going to make something called mezzezite, right?
Right.
And this is a baked macaroni dish that has 3 components to it. So you're making the meatballs, right?
I'm waiting for the garlic.
You're waiting for the garlic. Okay, garlic is going in. So these are, what else have you got in there? Tell them.
Well, we have, of course, the chopped meat. We have parsley.
So this is ground
chopped meat.
beef.
Beef.
Okay. And you've got parsley, you've got garlic, breadcrumbs, salt, pepper.
We haven't put the salt.
You haven't put the
yet.
salt in? Okay, well, how about putting a little salt in now? And the thing about these meatballs is we're not going to make these gigantic meatballs. We're going to make popettine, little meatballs. So stop for a minute. Stop just for a second. What you want is a tiny, tiny, tiny meatball. Even that's too large. Tiny little meatball. Just like that.
Okay.
That small, because they're going to go in, they're going to be layered in a casserole. Again, the magic word here today with these casseroles is layers. We're going to be layering meatballs with pasta and cheese. And we're making a ragu sauce. Pat's making a ragu sauce. You didn't want to fry these. A little tip is to put them on a baking sheet. Put the oven on at 350 degrees and bake them. That's the other way to do it. But traditionally, these are fried just in a little bit of olive oil. Pat is going to make a ragu. And what are you using in the ragu? You're sauteing the onions.
And then add pork sausage.
Okay, pork sausage. And if you haven't tried pork sausage in Puglia, it is fabulous, isn't it?
Absolutely.
When she gets those onions soft, she's going to add the meat, the pork, and then we're using canned plum tomatoes. And what I want you to do here is, since these are whole plum tomatoes, look at how beautiful those look. You want to just take them through your hands and squeeze them. Squeeze them to break them up into pieces, okay? Use everything, the juice and the pulp. Then we're going to cook the pasta. Where's the pasta? Let's show them what kind of pasta we're going to use. Okay, here's what we're using. Ziti. Traditionally here they use something called mezzezite. And then we have the mozzarella cheese. Look at this. Because we're in Puglia, we are using the local products. This is fresh mozzarella. Most delicate cheese you want to eat, we're going to cut that up in little bits, and that is going to go into our macaroni casserole, which is going to be baked uncovered in the oven, so it has a nice crust over the top. We're cooking the ziti now. It's going to go for the mezzezite. So let's bring some of those up. And of course, we're in a hotel kitchen, so we've got these boiling units right here, but you're going to do this in a pot of water at home. So you see, when you want to know when pasta is cooked, you look inside, right, Charlie?
Right.
And what are you checking for?
For it to be, this is not quite done enough, not quite al dente, I don't think.
Well, how do you know that?
Because I see the powdery look in the break.
You see the flour.
Yes.
You still see flour, uncooked. So if you see white flour, if you see any whiteness there, you know that that pasta is not cooked. We want to keep, we know there's a fine point of no return here when we're making this casserole. So I just want that to cook about a couple minutes more. We're going to drain it, and then we're going to combine it in our casserole. We still have to put that casserole together. It's going to bake in the oven, so it's going to have further cooking in the oven. Okay, let's mix that a little bit. Okay. I'm tempted to just go in there and use my hands. Okay, now spread that out. Make sure that's, okay, give that a little bit more sauce. Okay. Here are our tiny meatballs, Pat. And now you're going to put in a layer of meatballs over the top of the pasta. Good layer of meatballs. Yeah. All right, now we're going to put over the mozzarella cheese. So here's the diced mozzarella going over the top, just like that. A little bit more sauce, Nancy. All right, so now Nancy over the top. All right, so we sprinkle on more meatballs. And Nancy, you're going to have to get that other pot of ragu sauce going. And you continue like this, building layers, ending with the ziti. Layer of sauce over that, in the oven, uncovered. 350 degrees until that top is nice and crusty. And then you've got yourself a fabulous mezzeziti baked macaroni casserole. You guys did fabulous. I can't wait to eat this.